Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to study the recording of transaction. It is the part of our drugstore and business management. Myself, Mr. Sachin Korde from KKR Institute of Pharmacy, Tandori. Recording of transaction. It is the important part of our accountancy. Recording in accounting, we are going to record the each and every transaction that should be required the evidence. On the basis of that evidence, we are going to record the transaction. The recording of transaction in the books of account is the first stage in accounting process. An external event that affect the assets, liability, or capital is called as transaction. The document on the basis of which entries are recorded in the book account are known as the source of document, like voucher, bills, cash memo. This is called as recording, or this is called as transaction. Bookkeeping is defined as the science and art of systematically and correctly recording of all transactions which involve the transfer of money. The systematic bookkeeping enables us to find out accurately the result of business transaction during the particular period. It shows the financial position of business firm at any time. It is helpful when we are going to record the transaction. It will give the information regarding our business. It is in the profit or it is in the loss. That kind of information we will get easily. This is the difference between the bookkeeping and accountancy. It is the art of systematically and correctly recording of all transactions which involves in the transfer of money. It is the science of examine and checks the accuracy of the record of transaction. The record under the bookkeeping are not meant for the outside parties. Accountancy required information to all related the outside parties. The supporting documents called vouchers are prepared for the records made under the bookkeeping. These records under the bookkeepings are the basis for accounting information. Bookkeeping's work is often done by the junior whose responsibility is much greater. Accountancy is done by senior accountant whose responsibility is much greater in the organization. Record under the bookkeeping is not shown result of business. In accountancy shows the full made available result. It is a concerns with the totally unbalancing of various accounts in the books. It helps in the preparations of trial balance and checking the mathematical accuracy. These are the difference between the bookkeeping and accountancy. Now we are going to see the double entry bookkeeping systems. In the double entry bookkeeping systems is based on the principle that every transaction has twofold aspects, a giving aspects and receiving aspect. It means we are going to do the one transaction. It means I will transfer the money to the others. That time my account will be debited and other party's account will be credited. It means the one transaction should affect the two accounts. One transaction should affect the two account, that is called as two aspects. Both the aspects must be recorded in the book of both the parties. There must be the two entries in each set of books, one recording the giving the aspects and the other receiving the aspects. So each account is divided into the two parts. Left hand side known as the debit side denoted by DR, right hand side known as the credit side denoted by CR. Principle in the double entry bookkeeping. The basic principles are the receiver is debited with the monetary value of whatever he receives. Here is the totally opposite principle will be applied in the accountancy. Receivers will be debited and givers will be credited with the monetary value of whatever he gives. Every debit requires a credit and vice versa. If I will transfer the money, that time my account is debited, but I am a creditor as per of the principle of accountancy or as per of the principle of bookkeeping. MS Radhika Medical sells the 15 bottles of expectorant to the MS Durga Medical for rupees 1500. MS Durga Medical paid 1500 cash immediately, and the medical MS Radhika Medical cash box receives 1500 and its goods stocks reduced by 15 bottles. At the same time, Durga Medical cash box given 1500 and received the stock goods increased by the 15 bottles. The entries necessary to record the transaction each part or each party book are as follow. In the book of Radhika, debit cash account, that is the receiving account with rupees 1500, credit goods account, that is giving account with rupees 1500. Here we see that the Radhika Medical received the cash 1500 and the goods will be sent to the other parties 15 bottle. But here is the debit cash account. It is shown in the debit. Here it is shown in the credit. In the same manner in the Durga Medical credit cash account, giving account, that is 1500, debit cash account, that is the receiving account 1500. This kind of transaction we have to record. Advantages of double entry bookkeeping. It is the scientific methods of maintaining the books of account. It helps recording both the aspects of every transaction. It is easy to find out the assets and liabilities, income and expenditure, purchase, sales, etc. of particular period. It helps in ascertaining the arithmetical accuracy of the books of account by means of the trial balance. It is easy to find out the net profit, net loss, and by the enterprises. It is easy to make the comparison between the previous and current year sales and purchase, opening and closing stock. The exact state of affairs business can be easily verified. It helps in locating the errors in the ledger. Types of account: there are an account is a formal record of transaction relating to the changes in a particular item through the transaction similar nature brought together at one place called as a ledger. There are the three types of accounts: personal account, real account, and nominal account. Personal account, it deals with the individual persons, company, firm, institution. Example: account of Mr. Kiran, MS Dev Medical, or the persons of firms which supply the good to the business is a creditor, and the entries are made into the credit side of his account. Similar persons of firm which receive the money, business become the debtor, and the transaction is made in the debit side of his account. Real account, an account are maintained to deal with the transaction related to the building, cash, furniture, and land machinery stock attached. A separate account is maintained for each item. When an item is purchased or issued, transaction is recorded on the debit side. Nominal account, these accounts are generally called for fixtures account. These accounts are maintained to deal with the discount, insurance, rent, wages, cost, stationery items, interest, commission, amounts paid on the advertisement, profits, incomes of business, etc. Separate account is maintained for each type of expenditure. Thank you so much. This is all about our recording of transaction in accounting or in the original book of entry. Thank you so much.